welcome to Orange County Championship Wrestling's Night of the Titan. Please welcome to the ring right now your OCCW Champion, Rudy Rodgers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Night of the Titan, presented by OCCW, Rudy Rodgers, to address the crowd.
Now, Rudy, you got a big title defense tonight, and I mean big, as in like 7 foot tall Othello. I mean no offense in this, but yeah, the height difference. How are you preparing for this?
You mean no offense? You mean I'm 5'1". I heard this guy right here say no chance. I've been hearing that for about 3 weeks now. Everybody's saying I have no chance. I've been fighting uphill my entire career. I've had some of my first matches ever in this building. I've seen Mikey O'Shea go against, some people are not going to remember this, but Extreme Loco. I got tossed by Extreme Loco all the way out there, and I still came back, and I still won that match. I've been doing this for 6 years. It's what, 2 feet I have to climb? After tonight, my career might end. Might have no chance, like this guy said. All I know is this ain't leaving me. I may go down, I might end up in a hospital bed, but tomorrow I'm still gonna look out. I'm gonna see this on my shoulder.
Do you have any words you want to say directly to Othello?
Sure. He said the ground was gonna shake when he won. Ground's gonna shake when he comes tumbling down.
Your Orange County Championship Wrestling Champion, Rodgers.
Lions, Rudy is a phenomenal talent. I'll give him that, but I think his luck has run out tonight.
Big words from our champion.
It's for one fall. Right, one fall. Coming down to the ring first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, 200 pounds, Aguilera.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to begin OCCW Night of the Titan. Chris Lyons and Michael Primrose at ringside calling the action. And we are about to start off with Aguilera out of Sin City. What can you tell us about this gentleman, Michael Primrose? And welcome to OCCW Night of the Titan.
You know, I wish I had a lot to say about him, but I don't. Not much is known about Aguilera out of good old Las Vegas, but I'm sure, based on what I've seen before this night has started, that he is going to give us one heck of a show.
Good, decently sized individual. This will be my first time seeing Aguilera as well. Back to Lex Icon. Cut the music.
And his opponent,
Jesus.
from Lower Acton, England, weighing in at 260 pounds, Warren O'Sullivan.
Warren O'Sullivan. Another newcomer to OCCW, making his debut tonight at Night of the Titan. Again, another strange individual. Nice size, big, burly. Definitely looks like he can cause some damage. Some of the fans not knowing what to think, but seems to be like somewhat of a friendly monster.
I'm at a loss for words. And you know that's a tough thing for me, Lions. I don't know what to say.
Well, Warren O'Sullivan making his way to the ring. We have a really great show lined up tonight, OCCW Night of the Titan. Headlined by, of course, Rudy Rodgers versus the monster Othello in our main event for the OCCW Championship.
I'll tell you, no chance is definitely a good way to express Rudy against Othello. I just don't see anything good here.
Also tonight, we're going to see the semi-main event, FunnyBone out of Las Vegas, Nevada versus Vintage Dragon. We also are going to be seeing Human Tornado in action tonight. As the bell sounds, we are getting ready to start Night of the Titan. We would like to wish everybody a happy Mexican Independence Day.
La Raza.
Here in Southern California, you know La Raza is going to have something to say about that. Collar elbow tie-up. Referee Danielle in charge of keeping the order tonight. As we see another lockup in the middle of the ring, Aguilera versus Warren O'Sullivan. Right there in your living room, ladies and gentlemen. So
I think Warren O'Sullivan must have trained with Money Mayweather because he likes to hug.
Another collar elbow tie-up. These two bulls in the center of the ring, they are about the same size. I believe that is one reason why so far we are not seeing much offense from either one of the two. They're just still in a feeling out phase. Blatant choke, however, by Aguilera.
But using that count to its fullest. Brilliant. Gain the upper hand.
Absolutely. So we have Aguilera in the ring with Warren O'Sullivan. Also tonight we're going to be seeing the Juggernauts, Urban and Irish, Mikey O'Shea and Sean Black versus Team Low Risk, Mike Gotch and Wrestling Matt.
It's a very interesting pairing right there.
Very interesting. Very interesting. As we see a shoulder tackle attempt, and Warren O'Sullivan is done messing around, finally getting Aguilera off of his back. Aguilera's gonna think about it for a second. Referee Danielle starting the count to the outside. Aguilera has 10 before he has to get back in the ring.
Sometimes it's best just to step out of the ring and take a break and gather yourself.
As Aguilera makes his way back in and luring Warren O'Sullivan in from the bottom rope. Somewhat of an ambush. Now choking him on the second rope. He has 5 seconds before he gets disqualified. Referee Danielle making sure to keep that order. As you can see, Aguilera has no respect for this authority we have here. Hard Irish whip to the corner by Aguilera. Seems to be working the back as well as running the laces of those boots across the face. It stings.
You do what you got to do to win, and in this situation, using the count to its complete, to that 4 count, just, hey, it's only legal until it's illegal.
Stomps, forearms by Aguilera. Definitely just laying the beat down on Mr. Warren O'Sullivan. 2 count by Mr. Warren O'Sullivan, and not sure he knows what to do with this gentleman from Las Vegas, Nevada. Warren O'Sullivan in the corner, shoulder tackle to that big burly gut. As Aguilera, again, looks like going to work on the back with a Russian leg sweep. Cover, and a 2 count by Aguilera. We are beginning to learn a little bit more about Warren O'Sullivan as this match progresses. Definitely looking to, what's this? He's no effect to those turnbuckles to the head. Looking for more, blocks him, and Aguilera taking a mouthful of turnbuckle. Warren O'Sullivan whipping Aguilera to the corner. Aguilera taking the corner hard. freight train splash by Warren O'Sullivan.
Oh,
and
my.
And a splash in
Oh,
return by
my.
Aguilera. Warren O'Sullivan with a train splash to the corner, followed by a running bulldog. Going for the cover? No, he's going to inflict more punishment.
I don't know. That might have been a bad choice right there.
I agree. That suplex. This should do it. Barely getting the shoulder up at 2.
That would have been a 3 count if you'd have taken it in the first place.
And I don't know how smart that was for Warren O'Sullivan to be giving a suplex with his back the way it is. Closed fists, fisticuffs back and forth in the middle of the ring.
I gotta say, Warren O'Sullivan, though a little unorthodox and a bit of a hugger,
Off the ropes and a big boot right to the face.
was beginning to impress me, but not so much anymore.
Last thing he saw was those big white boots right to the face. Warren O'Sullivan is not looking in the best of shape right now. Aguilera lifts him up.
It's over. Put a fork in him. He's done.
And with that flatliner type maneuver, Aguilera picks up the win tonight at the opening match of OCCW Night of the Titan. Definitely look forward to seeing more of this youngster Aguilera in the OCCW ring. Great fight put up by Warren O'Sullivan. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back with more Night of the Titan right after this. And we are back with more OCCW Night of the Titan.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Michael Blair. The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
What a match.
Coming to the ring
so far.
first, from Fairfield County in Connecticut,
Titan.
weighing in at 203 pounds, Ryan J. Morals.
Ryan Morals making his way to the ring. Now, I saw you, Michael Primrose, having a chat with this young man earlier today. What did you guys talk about?
You know, he had a lot to say about his mother. He's from Connecticut, grew up in a single-family home, raised by his mom, and I'll tell you, she was a man-hater, and she turned this boy into a man-hater himself.
I suppose that's where the blue bow comes from.
Yeah.
Ryan Morals.
Definitely a young man that fascinates me.
And his partner,
He's literally
from
decided to
San
start
Diego,
wrestling just so he can
California,
beat up
weighing in
men.
at 205 pounds, one half of AK Rumbe, Casey Douglas.
And another youngster making his way to the ring, KC Douglas joining Ryan Morals. Now, this is going to be my first time witnessing these two young men tagged up tonight. And might be seeing a new tag team in the making. KC Douglas getting this crowd warmed up, heading to the ring with Ryan Morals. It seems like it's a rather stark contrast, the energetic young man KC Douglas and Ryan Morals as a team. Morals not sure what to do with all of that energy that he's a partner with. He's now 50% of that team.
You know, sometimes it's always good to have a contrast in style when it comes to tag teams.
And Ryan Morals and KC Douglas not getting off on the right foot so far.
Did he just say Felines? These guys are back.
Your favorite tag
Nice.
team, the Felines, going up against KC Douglas and Ryan Morals. Felines, a cult favorite, so to speak, in OCCW, making their meowing way to the ring. those masks, Primrose.
I hate you right now.
As the Felines make their way to the ring now, the Felines, as awkward and unorthodox a team as they might be, are still that, a team. You're going up against Casey Douglas and Ryan Morals, two individuals that seem to mesh like oil and water, and they need to go up against this team that practices together, eats together, practically does everything together, and against two guys that have never teamed before.
I'm guessing the neighborhood Ryan Morals used to live in, the cats used to disappear. He seems like the type.
From the mean streets of
Connecticut. Mean streets of Connecticut. It's fair to say that the Felines have a lot of fan support.
Surprisingly enough, again, the cult favorite, the Felines, getting this party started here tonight versus Casey Douglas and Ryan Morals. The Felines bring a party everywhere they go. And the crowd definitely heavily behind the Felines. You can hear the smattering of meows.
I can't stand them.
We know you love them, Michael Primrose.
I'm allergic to cats. I didn't take my allergy pills.
Well, thank God we're all the way away from the ring as the Felines shaking hands with Casey Douglas, marking their territory. Now that's what a cat does, obviously. As Feline number 1 and Casey Douglas are starting off here. Collar elbow tie up in the middle of the ring. Casey Douglas with the arm wringer on one half of the Felines. Feline number 1 rolling through with an arm wringer of his own.
You know, I can't take it away from the Felines that they are a talented, talented team and great, great workers in the ring, but come on. Like, really?
Side headlock by one half of the Felines on Casey Douglas in the middle of the ring. And again, these two teams here trying to make a name for themselves in the OCCW Tag Team Division, which lately has been seeing a lot of divine intervention.
Divine intervention rules the tag team ranks.
And we're going to be seeing divine intervention in action later on tonight with La Raza. As we're seeing two technical wrestlers in the middle of the ring, just trying to find out who's the better wrestler. Not throwing punches, not taking any cheap shortcuts here. Maybe I spoke too soon, as one of the half of the Felines, nice little go behind with an arm drag.
Casey Douglas answers with his own.
And another one from the Felines.
This Casey Douglas really impresses me. The young man is going tit for tat.
And Ryan Morals just had to get in. Seems to me he has an issue with attention. Definitely likes to be the center of attention.
I have a funny feeling Mr. Morals is going to teach this cat a lesson.
It's OCCW Night of the Titan. Casey Douglas and Ryan Morals versus the Felines. You can also see more OCCW by following us on our official Twitter, which is OCCW_.
That's it?
Yes, at OCCW_. As
okay.
We have, in the middle of the ring, Ryan Morals with a knee to the gut of Feline number 2.
There he goes.
Rather
bad kitty.
What an emotional headlock to Feline number 2. All that energy can go into much more than just crying, don't you think?
Hey, Ryan Morals is doing something that Casey Douglas couldn't do, and that's take control of the match.
Feline number 2 with a drop down. Leapfrog. And what in the world? I think this is giving Ryan Morals flashbacks to his childhood when his family cat got run over by a car. I believe he was the one driving the car. But I don't believe it was an accident. As the feline seemed to be a little bit too much for him, tagging in the much more energetic Casey Douglas.
That was a stiff punch.
Stiff right hand by Casey Douglas with a running big boot to the corner, followed up by a knee to the forehead, and an enziguri. Running enziguri by Casey Douglas. And once again, Ryan Morals deciding to take advantage of the work being done by his partner.
Hey, he set that up for him. Ryan Morals set that up for Casey Douglas to come in and capitalize.
And just a 2 count. It's not going to be that easy for Mr. Ryan Morals to keep these cats down.
There you go.
Blatant choke behind the ref's back.
I don't think there was anything blatant about it. It was very directly a choke.
As Ryan Morals desperately trying to get this match into his favor, strike to the back of the second half of the Felines. Whip off the corner, running back elbow. Goes for the cover here. Too close to the ropes, however. Referee's gonna have to break that count up.
Nice ring awareness by the feline there.
And I'm really not sure if the chemistry is there between Casey Douglas and Ryan Morals as this match progresses. Definitely seems like there is one man doing most of the work, as feline number 2 getting some knees directly to the breadbasket.
Look how he's controlling the head and the neck too. There's no escaping this.
Ryan Morals with a pump handle type suplex.
It's over.
Very good maneuver. 1, 2.
Slow
2
count by the
count.
ref.
I feel that should have been it. Perhaps if there was a little bit less crying, a little bit more of that last move, probably would have had this match already won, as he's a reverse chin lock here. Version of a camel clutch almost. Feline number 2 with the jawbreaker. This could be it. He needs to get to a tag to his partner. And the hot tag is made. Here comes feline number 1, ducking a line. Big chop to Ryan Morals. And a big back elbow. He is fired up, and he is not taking any more of Ryan Morals' attacks. Whip off the corner, reversed by Ryan Morals. Double clothesline. One of these men needs to get up before the count of 10. I think I've only seen one match ever end in a double count.
We could see another tonight.
Referee almost up to 5. As feline number 2 crawling over to his partner. Is he gonna make it? Who's gonna make it first? Nobody wants to tag, as Casey Douglas finally gets the line tag in. I think he's the only one actually willing to try to win this match. Duck of the line by KC. Super kick dazes the feline.
I'm pretty sure I saw a tooth.
2.5 count by the referee. We should be seeing this end here soon. KC looks like he's going up to the top. Very low ceiling here, Los Alamitos. And once again, Ryan Morals needs to get in, but I don't think KC wants to relinquish this time. Bickering going on back and forth. Wait, what's this? A push and a roll up! And it looks like KC Douglas doesn't cost himself the match because the Felines are won.
The Felines won because of dysfunction. This match was over. Unfortunately, I gotta say it, but Mr. Morals definitely lost that match for his team.
You can see almost immediately.
And now I have to hear the meowing.
You can see almost immediately there was one team that was just much more in sync with each other than the other, as Ryan Morals in the ring and KC Douglas having words. This could have been a great team, but it looks like there's some issues going on. A shoving match back and forth between Ryan Morals and KC Douglas.
I think the chances would have been better for Ryan Morals if he tagged with his mom.
And he's jumping his part. We definitely saw this coming. We need to get some help out here.
Oh, let him go, let him go.
Definitely need to get some help. Break these guys up.
It's a bonus match. Let's see Ryan Morals get the pinfall.
The crowd definitely.
Make his mommy proud.
Whipping KC off. Well, ducked by KC and a drop kick. Ladies and gentlemen, there is definitely going to be more to see of these two. Wait, what's Ryan doing? Ryan taking a powder to the back. KC Douglas standing strong. Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing match. Definitely much, much more to come here at OCCW Night of the Titan. We will be right back after these words. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been one heck of a night here at Night of the Titan, OCCW, live from Los Alamitos, Legion Post 716. I believe we are ready for our next match. Take it away, Lex Icon.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next
His
contest
name's
is a
Lex
tag
Icon?
team match scheduled for one
Oh,
fall.
I thought it was like Dexter or something.
Coming down to the ring first, Team Low Risk. First, from LA by the way of the Pacific Rim, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Gotchzilla, Mike Gotch.
I mean, it must be 300
Many
feet
of
tall.
our fans
I
are
don't know
probably
what
wondering,
left
where is
of
Joey
this
the
city.
Bull? If you've been
Got a 3-mile
following
one.
OCCW on Facebook and social media, Joey the Bull had a encounter, so to speak, with Freddy Flores, where Freddy decked him, literally knocking him out.
Wait. I'm pretty sure Joey the Bull accidentally ran into Freddy's fist.
Well, nonetheless, you may see shots of Joey the Bull here. Loves OCCW, will never miss a show, but obviously cannot talk very well tonight. And,
I had a conversation with him earlier tonight. I asked him, hey, Joey, you hungry? And he said,
Joey the Bull's heavily bandaged head from that punch, and we are seeing it, the person that did this, Freddy Flores, later on tonight.
And his partner from Rancho Bernardo, California, weighing in at 206 pounds.
this pairing right here with Mike Gotch
Wrestling Matt.
and Wrestling Matt fascinates me.
Wrestling Matt. Not baseball Matt, not yoga Matt. Wrestling Matt and Mike Gotch, Team Low Risk. Really would love to know where that name came from. What do you know, Mike Primrose?
You know, the name, I don't know where the name came from. The pairing is a whole nother story. These two guys have decided to give it a go as a tag team because, like we talked about earlier, OCCW is definitely the place to be if you're a tag team right now. And we're going to see how the continuity goes between them because we definitely know that there's, just like the last match we saw, a couple of very different styles between the two. So, but both seasoned veterans, I think they're going to work it out, and we could see them climb the ranks here very quickly.
So Mike Gotch and Wrestling Matt, Team Low Risk, making their OCCW team debut. And again, OCCW welcoming all tag teams that are looking to have a shot at Divine Intervention's tag team titles.
Come on, Mikey O'Shea and Sean Black come together to form the Juggernauts.
And their opponents.
That definitely says something about our tag team division.
560 pounds. From Inglewood, California, the Urban Juggernaut, Sean Black. And from Garden Grove, California, the Irish Juggernaut, Mikey O'Shea, the Juggernauts!
And speaking of which, a resounding crowd applause for the Juggernauts. Irish Juggernaut, Mikey O'Shea, along with the Urban Juggernaut, Sean Black. Two young bulls, two young guns, looked at each other and said, hey, we're two big guys. We're two SoCal champions. Why not go in and destroy this OCCW tag team division? As you see Sean Black, the Urban Juggernaut, and Mikey O'Shea making their way to the ring.
I can't take it away from these two young men. They are fantastic talents, and I'll tell you something. I think they're just an attitude of change away from greatness.
This is going to be one hard-hitting matchup tonight. Mikey O'Shea, Sean Black, both hitting the gym, both working very, very hard, and both very, very agile big men.
I'll tell you, Gotch and Wrestling Matt better have a very sound strategy if they're going to walk away with a win here tonight. I love the pairing, and I'm a big fan of Wrestling Matt, but they might be in trouble here tonight with this going up against this pairing.
So the Juggernauts going up against the team of Team Low Risk, Mike Gotch and Wrestling Matt here of Night of the Titan. Looks like we have a ring full of Titans at the moment. This match about to get ready to begin here. Referee Danielle checking everybody. And again, Night of the Titan, we are going to be also seeing FunnyBone versus Vintage Dragon.
Vintage Dragon, another one, a great talent in the ring. FunnyBone is a little unorthodox, and it's going to be interesting to see the two face off.
Absolutely, that'll be your semi-main event tonight, along with the headliner, Rudy Rodgers versus Othello, and it looks like this match is getting started here.
I gotta say, a little bit of Wrestling Matt has rubbed off on Mike Gotch there. I'm a little bit surprised.
So a Pearl Harbor attack to the Juggernauts, both whipped off, both duck under, and they are both taking the powder as the Juggernauts seem to be controlling this matchup early on tonight.
They definitely have the fan support, I can tell you that.
They will not be playing around tonight. The Juggernauts looking to get some gold here at OCCW. So again, although the Juggernauts know of each other, have wrestled each other.
Yeah, I'll tell you, one of the best matches I ever seen was Sean Black versus Mikey O'Shea.
So Sean Black not wasting any time with a flying clothesline to Wrestling Matt, a scoop slam by Sean Black in the middle of the ring, and that's going to get him down. Off the ropes, could be looking for his signature leaping splash.
Oh my, it's over.
Sean Black known to get that serious air, whether it's with a splash, a dive, a leg drop. He definitely has hops.
Wrestling Matt making the tag. Sound choice there.
So we see now Mike Gotch squaring off against Mikey O'Shea.
Mike Gotch is a big man. I didn't realize how big he was until he paired off with Mikey.
And Mikey O'Shea, of course, getting in phenomenal shape. Used to be actually around 100 pounds heavier. I hate to say it, but that 100 pounds definitely would have helped him when it came to taking a shoulder tackle like that. would not have hit the mat quite as easily, but wouldn't have been able to do a leapfrog such as what we just saw. Blocking the hip toss and a scoop slam by O'Shea on Mike Gotch into the center of the ring. Mikey O'Shea hitting the ropes and him dropping the big elbow. Cover. 2 count by Mikey O'Shea. Looking to tag in his partner, Sean Black, the Urban Juggernaut. What do they have in store here?
Nice teamwork here.
Double suplex by the Juggernauts. Sean Black going for the cover. And this is some definitely refreshing tag team work by the Juggernauts.
Absolutely. I may not like them too much, but I got to respect them. These two men are very decorated athletes, held many titles, many places, and they could be one day the next OCCW Tag Team Champions. I think Divine Intervention should be on notice.
Mikey O'Shea, Sean Black whipping Mike Gotch to the corner. Sean Black whipping Mikey. Mike Gotch moving and spine bustering Sean Black into the corner of his partner.
Oh my!
What a belly-to-belly suplex. Sean Black is not a light individual by any means, and Mike Gotch is belly-to-belly overhead suplex and a body slam to Mikey O'Shea.
Mike Gotch so far has been impressive and resilient.
Followed by a leg drop. Wow. Mike Gotch very impressive tonight. Against Mikey O'Shea, tagging to his partner, Wrestling Matt. Calling for the boot.
A little bit of a miscommunication there with Wrestling Matt and Mike Gotch.
And again, that's what happens at OCCW. We like to take individuals looking for their big break. We put them together. Sometimes they work together well. Sometimes it's like oil and water. Like I said, as a chop just bounces off the big, huge chest of Mikey O'Shea. Oh, that's just going to make him angry. And what a receipt by Mikey O'Shea into the corner. The crowd calling for one more. Is he going to give it to him?
Matt doesn't want it, but oh, he just got it.
And if you were here, you would hear the sound of that chop is sting.
I felt it all the way back here.
Mikey O'Shea off the ropes and another elbow drop. Cover. And a 2 count for Mikey O'Shea. As it seems that they have this match in, they're pretty in good control of this matchup. Mikey O'Shea hitting the ropes. Wrestling Matt with a clothesline.
A solid wrestling clothesline.
Lariat, if you will.
Would have made JBL proud.
Absolutely. Now, again, I make mention of Mikey O'Shea, probably the best shape of his life, but he needs to get used to the fact that he won't be as invincible as he used to be. Losing all of that mass. Cover. And a 2 counts.
A good example of that was when Othello, a couple months back, threw him around the ring like a rag doll.
Threw him around like a rag doll, and he's definitely still feeling the effects of that. Wrestling Matt with a roll on top of O'Shea. And that's just body on body. That's just to knock the
that was beautiful.
And Sean Black accidentally hitting his partner there. Unfortunate miscommunication. It's Wrestling Matt and Mike Gotch now acting more of a team. Do they know how a tag team match works, Primrose?
You know, it just seems like there's a little bit of a difference in philosophy between the two. You know, Wrestling Matt's definitely a little bit more prone to bend the rules, whereas Mike Gotch is definitely more of a by-the-book kind of guy.
And referee Danielle just seeming to let it go.
Well, you know, there was there was no reason a tag couldn't take place in that situation. Sometimes the ref has to give him a little leeway.
As Mikey O'Shea and Mike Gotch in the middle of the ring, trading blows. Both men are almost the same size, almost the same style. It's Mikey O'Shea, spine buster.
Oh my.
But too tired to go for the pin. And Gotch trying to keep off of his shoulders and make a tag to Wrestling Matt. The crowd wants to see Mikey make a tag to Sean Black. Sean Black just waiting for that hot tag. Who's going to make it to their tag team partner first? And it's Sean Black, the Urban Juggernauts, waiting. Clothesline to Wrestling Matt, clothesline to Mike Gotch, and he's taking out Team Low Risk all by himself. Nice enziguri to the back, the head of Wrestling Matt. What's this? Pick up by Sean Black with Mike Gotch. Could this be?
Oh my.
He usually does
the fans want to see it. I want to see it.
Steamroller on top of his partner.
Oh my.
Followed usually up by a splash, but Sean Black should definitely be following up with a pin. Definitely could have won. Maybe you heard me. Cover.
Mike Gotch barely saving that pin. This match was over.
Team Low Risk and the Juggernauts. Who's going to be coming out on top? Drop kick by Wrestling Matt right to the chin of Sean Black. Duck by Wrestling Matt on Mikey O'Shea, and a Northern Lights reverse suplex. And a running Yakuza right to Mikey O'Shea. This could be it if someone makes a pin.
This thing is falling apart. The ref has lost control.
And a Michinoku driver by Sean Black, cover. But they need to keep an eye on Wrestling Matt. This crowd not very happy.
I'm pretty sure Wrestling Matt's a legal man as well.
It's chaos, Primrose, chaos.
If I'm correct, it's Wrestling Matt and Sean Black as the two legal competitors.
Yes!
Oh my!
Here by the Urban Juggernaut, Sean Black.
There's no stopping this man.
This could be it. Sean is calling for it. What is this gonna be? My God, is that Mikey O'Shea on the top turnbuckle? A Swanton Bomb cover. And we have a winner, and that is the Juggernauts.
I don't know. They better get a spatula out so they can scrape Matt off the ring.
Mikey O'Shea and
They got to scrape Matt off the mat.
Mikey O'Shea and Sean Black, the Juggernauts, take this W tonight.
I slay myself wrestling Matt, scrape him off the wrestling mat. I'm going to go home. I'm done.
So far tonight, we have seen some amazing tag team contests. Mikey O'Shea, the consummate professional. Sean Black, consummate professional, shaking the hands of their opponents. OCCW's tag team division is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. And we will be right back with more Night of the Titan right after this. Oh man, Primrose, what a show we have had so far. And it just rolls on here at OCCW Night of the Titan.
Ladies and gentlemen, check out Orange County Champion Wrestling on Facebook, on Twitter.
Definitely follow OCCW
on the web as well.
Social media platforms.
Our next contest is set for one fall.
So you can keep up with all the action.
Coming down to the ring first, from Brighton, England, by way of Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 210 pounds, Max Ammo!
And we are prepared for what should be possibly the match of the night, Max Ammo. My favorite name my God, my favorite name of any wrestler so far at OCCW.
I'll tell you, Max Ammo is a change of pace for what you see at OCCW. The man is just vicious.
This man, Max Ammo, I have seen so much of this monster. He's been so violent. He's been practically banned from most wrestling promotions in Southern California. Only the brass here at OCCW with the guts and the willing to take this man in. And he's about to face another SoCal legend in this man coming up.
And his opponent from Hollywood, Alabama, weighing in at 187 pounds, the Human Tornado!
And ladies and gentlemen, this man honestly does not need any introduction, but we're giving him one anyways.
He's a legend in his own mind.
He's a legend in everybody's mind here in Southern California, as well as all over the world. Here is the man, the Human Tornado.
The Human Tornado is going to have his hands full tonight because Max Ammo is not one to be reckoned with.
Well, Human Tornado, definitely a fan favorite, a legend, a former champion from all over the world, wrestled in CZW, has wrestled in Dragon Gate, Japan, a former Pro Wrestling Guerrilla champion, former Rev Pro champion. The list goes on and on. And I guarantee you type in Human Tornado into that Google machine of yours, and you will always find something of the Human Tornado that'll make you smile. Whether it's wrestling, playing basketball, whether it's over 1 million views of his CZW shenanigans, the Human Tornado is going to be going up against Max Ammo. And this is going to be, I can feel this is going to be a great match.
I'll tell you, Max Ammo isn't going to put up with much of these antics. He's just going to punch him in the mouth.
And I would not be surprised if that's the first thing he does. As Max Ammo is going up against the Human Tornado here at OCCW's Night of the Titan. As we get started, Max Ammo and Human Tornado squaring off in the middle of the ring. This is going to be one hell of a match. Tornado, that ring awareness, he knew he was going to get charged at. He knew Max Ammo is a loose cannon. A ticking time bomb, so to speak. So Tornado knows he needs to be careful. Absolutely demanding that he's backed up into the corner. Tornado is not taking any chances. Again, Max Ammo got he's been blacklisted from most companies just because he's a little bit crazy there, Primrose.
Boy is he, but he's entertaining.
What a lockup in the middle of the ring. He's just not taking Human Tornado lightly at all. He is not looking to dance, not looking to make jokes.
He's just looking to dish out some pain.
And right there, just making his presence known by backing Human Tornado up into the corner.
Hey, it was a clean break.
Definitely trying to make a statement.
Probably the last clean break we'll see tonight.
As the crowd getting behind the Human Tornado, Tornado showing not going to be intimidated. And Max Ammo's not going to be shown up.
That's a different side of Max Ammo, trying to get into the Human Tornado's head, I'm sure.
And you know what? As they usually say, you go up against somebody that's crazy, the only way to beat them is be more crazy than they are.
A test of strength here.
A Human Tornado, rather lanky individual, but he definitely knows how to play mind games. And it seems that those mind games are starting to get to Mr. Max Ammo. I wonder if Max Ammo has encountered the Human Tornado before, or anybody similar to him.
I've seen him wrestle some rather different individuals. I've seen him pulverize people. I've seen him square off with Tony Raze, as a matter of fact, and I'll tell you, that was wow. You get those two men in the ring, it was a bloodbath.
It's Max Ammo now. And the Human Tornado still trying to gauge the position here, and a cheap gut shot by Max Ammo. Max Ammo now whipping Human Tornado off the ropes. Tornado with a reversal. Tornado now whipping Ammo off the ropes with a nice smooth arm drag. Sidestep by the Human Tornado. Definitely knows his way around the ring. And big boot right to the mush of Ammo.
Human Tornado's definitely got Max off his game.
And Max Ammo needs to realize Human Tornado is at home in a wrestling ring. Can guarantee you see a wrestling show in Southern California, you will always see the Human Tornado there, ready to beat someone up as he's outside the ring. Max Ammo thinking about it, and the backhanded slap made famous by the Human Tornado. Brawling on the outside, the referee administering a 5 count now, up to 6. 7 up. These guys need to get back into the ring, Primrose.
Boy, do they. Oh, my.
Tornado going shoulder first into the square corner. That's not even round. He probably caught the edge of that corner post.
It probably hurt him, huh? Right on the corner. You stubbed your toe last night? Right on the corner of your bedpost?
Whip to the ring. Whip to the ring. Coast by Max Ammo. Boot to the face by Human Tornado. Tornado looking for possibly a Tornado DDT. Max Ammo catching him. Oh, and
vicious.
Broke him in half. Simply broke the Human Tornado in half. Did Max Ammo. And Tornado trying to keep his shoulders off the mat. Very smart. He knows Ammo's trying to go for a pin. Human Tornado is a legend for this very reason. Snapmare by Max Ammo to the Human Tornado. Human Tornado getting
Oh, my.
And that was just a pair of boots to the middle of the back cover. And kicking out must have hurt the Human Tornado after those boots to the back.
That drop kick off the second rope that Max does is vicious.
And just draping Human Tornado across the second rope is Max Ammo. Doesn't look like getting a pin on the Tornado is very easy. So, looks like he's probably just going to start working the back. Yes, he is.
Well, can't beat him. Join him.
Smart work by Max Ammo, working that lower back. He's not going to be able to get a pin on him. He's definitely going to try to make him submit.
Beautiful.
Surfboard. And that is going to, that could literally break your spine in half. Human Tornado, ring veteran again, trying to keep his shoulders off the mat. He does not want to get pinned. Max Ammo now continues to work the back of the Human Tornado.
Human Tornado in perpetual motion, always moving.
Snapmare by Max Ammo. Going with a version of an abdominal stretch. Tornado fighting it, but Max Ammo gets it locked in. And look at this abdominal stretch applied by Max Ammo. Look at the body being twisted and contorted.
If Max gets that leg hooked, it'll be over.
Shots to those ribs. Now Tornado not having a lot of meat on his body to protect those bones, just leaving it wide open for shots. Could easily get knotted up and make it much, much more difficult to breathe. As Tornado finding his way out, snapping and a stiff kick to the side of the head. Cover. And Tornado gets a 2 count on Max Ammo, and this has been one hard-hitting match. Tornado making a comeback here. Shots to the body, right to the head. Max Ammo whipped Reversal by Max Ammo, and Tornado taking the chest first into the corner.
I'm pretty impressed with both these gentlemen. Very resilient.
Absolutely has been one hard-hitting matchup tonight. Max Ammo whipping Tornado off into the corner. Max Ammo taking the boot to the face. Tornado trying to go for 2 boots to the face, and Max Ammo with Tornado in a burning hammer type predicament here. Ran a slide down reversal. 2 count by the Tornado.
My goodness.
Tornado's finding any which way possible to not get pinned in this matchup. Max Ammo just taking advantage of a tired, beaten Tornado at this point. Shoulders, forearms to the face.
Both men are winded. They're tired. You could see it in those European uppercuts that Max was throwing.
That is just a clothesline to the side of the head. Too close to the ropes now, and both men have just been giving it their all in this matchup.
I'm getting tired watching it.
Tornadoes looks to be going again for that Tornado DDT, trying to soften up Max Ammo for this move. And again, Max Ammo with the block. Counter to the, as Tornado goes for his patented suplex. Ammo has it scouted. 4 elbows to the back of the head of Tornado. Running knee to the chin of Max Ammo by Tornado. Oh, and a clothesline by Max Ammo.
Looked like the Tornado ran into a brick wall.
2 3/4. Primrose, these guys are leaving it all in the ring tonight at Night of the Titan.
Like I said, they're wearing me out just watching it. These 2 men are they've brought it all.
Max Ammo now trying to take advantage of a prone Human Tornado.
This could be it for Human Tornado. I think Max is ready to finish him off.
This absolutely could be the end of the match if Max Ammo can get Tornado into this position, possibly going for a pile driver. Tornado fighting it. No, into a fisherman suplex blocked by the Tornado. Max Ammo, if he can get this match could be over. Tornado escapes with a lariat to the back of Max Ammo. Irish whip now, Max Ammo to the corner. Spinning kick by the Human Tornado, and we all know what's coming next.
Oh my, where is Tornado getting this energy from?
And this is not the spot you want to be stuck in when you see the Tornado. Here it comes. Kick to the head. Come on, Primrose.
No.
We all know what's coming next.
Ay. That was a blatant shot to the groin. That's a disqualification. This match should be over.
Referee didn't see it. Tornado with the cover. It's going to take a little bit more than that to put away Max Ammo. Human Tornado, Max Ammo. OCCW, Night of the Titan. Again, these 2 gentlemen just leaving it all in the ring. Forearm to the stomach, forearm to the face, another forearm to the face, trading forearms in the middle of the ring. Human Tornado, ducked by Max Ammo. Max Ammo has him up.
Oh,
and that
brutal.
Is a backbreaker like I have not seen in a while.
Tell you, Max had to corral the Human Tornado even after that. The man's just always moving.
So the Human Tornado kick out. You know, that backbreaker just barely. Max Ammo and the Human Tornado. Human Tornado can barely stand. That back has just been worked on all match. And being set up to the top, and this cannot be good for either individual at this point. Max Ammo going for the suplex. Tornado blocking the suplex from the top. Both men at the top of the turnbuckle. Max Ammo has been knocked down, and this is time for the Human Tornado to make his comeback. Tornado's back is beaten, it's hurt, it's bruised.
Oh my. And
Max Ammo again. Oh, dropping him across the turnbuckle. Tornado has been broken in half, Primrose.
My goodness. I don't know how both of these men are still going. It's unbelievable.
That was a turnbuckle, and that was also the metal hook of the turnbuckle right to the back. Way to use every piece of the ring. The anguish on both men. Look at the face of Tornado. And that definitely took a lot of energy of Max Ammo.
Max
Referee's up to
first.
9. Tornado!
Where's he getting it from?
Sunset flip by Max Ammo. Tornado with the roll through. And another low
Max
blow.
caught it.
Oh,
Max caught it.
Max caught the low blow. Well scouted. Tornado with an enziguri. Where does he get it from? Could this be it? Could this be the suplex?
Oh my.
And he hit Max Ammo with that patented tornado suplex. And that's the match.
Oh my.
Your winner, the Human Tornado.
That match right there was worth the price of admission.
Absolutely wonderful matchup with these two destroying each other.
Human Tornado really impressed me tonight, I gotta say. I wasn't expecting him to come out of this one on top, but he definitely earned this win.
This was definitely a match that every OCCW superstar in the back should be watching. And these two men just put OCCW on notice. Max Ammo and the Human Tornado. As you see right there, the Human Tornado picks up the win tonight at OCCW Night of the Titan. And if you're not here tonight, you're missing one heck of a show. We want to thank Losal TV also for carrying this match to your living rooms. Human Tornado with the win. We will be right back. OCCW.
We're still celebrating here
Night
with
of the Titan.
with Human Tornado.
Human Tornado still celebrating his win. As we have our next match coming up, this is going to be a great one. And this is OCCW. Take it away, Lex Icon.
I just want to make one quick announcement. As you see, my name's Lex Icon. I am the ring announcer tonight. I'm not your normal ring announcer. Joe is still recovering from a jaw injury, but he's here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey the Bull!
You can follow all the OCCW shenanigans on Facebook and social media to find out what happened to Joey
Our
the
next
Bull.
contest is a triple threat
I'll sum it
tag
up for him.
team match.
Got punched in the mouth.
And it is for the OCCW Tag Team Championship.
Our first title match of the night for the OCCW Tag
Coming
Team titles.
First, representing Mexico and Puerto Rico, at a combined weight of 480 pounds, fighting Freddy Flores and Alexander Vega, La Raza.
And out comes La Raza. I know these are one of your personal favorites, Michael Primrose.
Hey, I'm a big fan of La Raza. Unfortunately, doesn't look like Nicolette's with him tonight. But La Raza, two young, thirsty young men looking to make a mark in the professional wrestling world, led by King Fabi. And I'll tell you, they've earned their spot here in this three-way match.
And as you mentioned, absent from tonight's show is King Fabi and Nicolette. Usually they are the wild card at ringside. Tonight, if you want to call this a true test for La Raza, this is one of the first times fighting Freddy Flores, and the rest of La Raza is going to be on their own. As you can see there, Joey the Bull not very happy with fighting Freddy Flores.
550 pounds, Tony Raze and Jonathan Malice.
And here they come, this power duo of OCCW, Tony Raze and Jonathan Malice. And again, we want to thank LoSal TV for covering tonight's Night of the Titan, OCCW, live from Los Alamitos Post 716. The kids are having a great time, and we are about to kick off this tag team title matchup. Jonathan Malice, Tony Raze making their entrance. And what's this? Tony Raze is a madman tonight. I think he just wants to get this match started. Cutting off the music.
I think Tony Raze is making a last-minute change to their ring music.
And you know, as much as I love Tony Raze, as much as I love Jonathan Malice, they have much, much more to be concerned about than their music.
Boy, I'll tell you, Tony Raze, former OCCW champion, but he hasn't seen a piece of gold since the change in attitude and the joining forces with Jonathan De La O.
And you know me, Michael Primrose, I tell it like it is. I have never been a fan of La Raza. I have not been a fan of how they go about winning their matches. However, it just seems to me that tonight could be their night. It seems that they, as La Raza, are much more focused on this match than Raze and Malice. That is my opinion as a broadcast journalist.
Well, and the other great thing for them is they don't have to pin a member of Divine Intervention. They only have to pin that old man if they have to, and they're champions.
And their opponents, the current reigning and defending OCCW Tag Team Champions. First, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, weighing in at 180 pounds, Azrael. And from the gutters of Southern California, weighing in at 215 pounds, Freddy Hellmuth, accompanied by Heidi. They are Divine Intervention.
Well, Primrose, it seems you are going to be having a little bit of difficulty being unbiased tonight, as you're going to have two of your favorite teams going against each other, Divine Intervention and La Raza.
Hey, I'll tell you what, the odds of one of my teams winning is better than the odds of yours.
As we see Divine Intervention making their way to the ring.
And
Freddy Hellmuth and Azrael.
They brought Heidi with them. That is definitely a wild card that's in their back pocket because she is unpredictable.
Heidi bringing up the rear with Divine Intervention, and definitely there to do the intervening. Should be noted again, while Tony Raze and Malice jaw-jack with Divine Intervention, you look off into the corner, you see Freddy Flores and La Raza all together just trying to talk about strategy, planning things out, talking to each other, taking this much more seriously, in my opinion. So we are about to get started here. Tony Raze jumping Freddy Hellmuth as La Raza, Divine Intervention, Raze and Malice start to take this to the extreme tonight. This match has just started. We don't even have any legal men in the ring yet. We see Jonathan Malice and Azrael, it seems, are going to be starting it off. It's Freddy Hellmuth trying to get a little bit of Tony Raze. The referee needs to start getting control of this match. At this point, I think she's just waiting to see this herd thin out. As we see Freddy Hellmuth whipped off the ropes. And a double clothesline by Jonathan Malice and Tony Raze. On the outside, you can still see Alexander Vega and Freddy Flores picking their spots, so to speak, and letting Divine Intervention, Raze, and Malice do all the work.
Hey, come on. You know that they have been trained by one of the best in the ring and a man that is great at head games, Fabi. And they're going to take that training to the max. And I'll tell you, I think we're going to see new tag team champions here tonight.
It almost seems like they are unsure what to do without Fabi's guidance.
I think they're doing exactly what Fabi would do, not be involved.
As we see Tony Raze and Azrael getting started. Tony Raze is just taking all this brutality out on anything that moves at this point, as he has them both stacked up. Freddy Hellmuth and Azrael into the corner, and here comes La Raza trying to take advantage of the situation. Tony Raze with fighting Freddy Flores in the corner. Jonathan Malice sledgehammers onto Alexander Vega, each into the corner. And what are we looking at here? Tumbleweed by Tony Raze, squishing Divine Intervention into one corner. What do we have here? We have Alexander Vega getting nailed by the tumbleweed. Who's next up? As we have Freddy Flores getting the trifecta. And it seems at this point, Jonathan Malice and Tony Raze have this match in control.
It'd be great if the ref got control of this thing.
At this point, it doesn't seem like the referee even knows what to do. Again, this is OCCW Night of the Titan. We have still to come tonight, FunnyBone versus Vintage Dragons special attraction match, and the Monster Othello taking on the champion Rudy Rodgers tonight. Such a stacked card. It has been one hell of a show so far here at OCCW Night of the Titan. Divine Intervention playing their mind games, as they so often do.
Looks like we finally got some order here. And we're going to see Azrael square off with the boss, Jonathan Malice.
Jonathan Malice and Azrael about to square off into the center of the ring. If Azrael can keep himself from being distracted by the crowd. Jonathan Malice playing a little bit of mind games of his own. But he does own the company. He can do whatever he wants. They do know this is for the tag team championships, correct? Again.
Hey, no shoulders to the mat means no title change.
And again, I believe La Raza, just, you haven't been seeing or hearing much of them this match. They have just been stalking and plotting, it seems.
Picking their spot. They've been trained well, I'm telling you.
Jonathan Malice now whipped off the ropes. Shoulder tackle to Azrael.
Think about it. If Fabi was in this match, do you think he'd be in the middle of this melee? Nah. He'd be letting them do their thing.
Azrael has had shoulder issues in the past. So a standard-looking shoulder tackle actually causes much more damage than you would think. And Jonathan Malice, again, judo hip tossing, going for an arm breaker, broken up by Freddy Flores.
Smart move there by Freddy, because they can't win if they're not in the ring.
And Malice working from below, the jiu-jitsu black belt here, going for that arm again. Azrael has a history of shoulder issues, and Malice is comfortable working from the back, possibly trying to lure Azrael in. flying possum now. Shots to Fighting Freddy Flores. Fighting Freddy Flores whipped off the ropes. Hip toss by Jonathan Malice. Malice looked like he was trying to hold on to the arm. I think Jonathan Malice has his plans coming into this match.
I'll tell you, I've been really interested in seeing these two in the ring because you're talking about a trained MMA fighter versus a very skilled boxer.
And that is a professional wrestling suplex. Talk about a little bit of everything here at OCCW Night of the Titan. An MMA specialist, professional wrestling suplexing a boxer. Everybody trying to get these OCCW Tag Team Championships. Again, Divine Intervention, as you have mentioned, do not need to be pinned to lose these titles tonight.
A set of shoulders get pinned to the mat. Whoever does the pinning, they're the new champions. Triple threat rules definitely makes things more difficult for Divine Intervention.
As Tony Raze now just got knocked off the apron.
And Alexander Vega taking,
The fight has broken down once again.
This is interesting. We have Raza and Divine Intervention joining forces to take out Jonathan Malice.
And Heidi's getting involved. Heidi not part of this matchup, so the referee definitely still needs to do something. Fighting Freddy Flores on the outside on Tony Raze. Azrael taking on Jonathan Malice. Freddy Hellmuth plotting. This is all broken down, ladies and gentlemen. We're at a loss for words. This is just a fight at this point.
Hey, you know, the one thing about triple threat rules is no disqualification.
Fighting Freddy Flores getting a bionic elbow by Tony Raze. Oh, and just stepping over him. Tony Raze, that is a lot of man to be standing on one's chest.
You know what? It looks like Divine Intervention has handcuffed Jonathan Malice to the turnbuckle.
It's very hard to see from here, the fans, and you are correct. Jonathan Malice has been handcuffed to the ring.
This has become a handicap match for Tony Raze.
Jonathan Malice asking one of the officials here that runs the post.
Oh, apparently Heidi has the keys.
Heidi has the keys. So this match has taken a turn for the worse here. Jonathan Malice being taunted by Divine Intervention.
Oh. Now Divine Intervention
So we have
Freddy has turned his attention to Freddy.
Freddy and Freddy fighting it out in the middle of the ring. Freddy Flores getting whipped to the corner. Running European uppercut by Freddy Hellmuth. Snapmare by Freddy Hellmuth. Freddy Hellmuth off the ropes with a running front kick to the face. And a running senton. Freddy Hellmuth to go for the cover now.
Oh, did you see that right from Azrael on Jonathan Malice? They're just taking pot shots on him now.
I will be honest with you, I did not see that. So much action going on in the ring at this moment. It's hard to keep track of everything going on. Alexander Vega whipped to the corner.
Looks like Divine Intervention has a very sound plan here. They have taken Jonathan Malice and Tony Raze out of this match to square themselves off against the not so quite seasoned team of Alexander Vega and Freddy Flores.
Just back and forth battle in the middle of the ring. Jonathan Malice not knowing what to do as he's handcuffed to the ring post. Tony Raze distracted by his tag team partner being incapacitated at this point. Short arm clotheslines being delivered by Alexander Vega to Freddy Hellmuth. Duck under. Hellmuth suplexed by Alexander Vega. What a super kick by Tony Raze out of nowhere.
I don't even know if you could call that a super kick. It's more like an ultimate super like ham hock kick.
Absolutely, this man is That's ham hocks for arms and legs. Freddy Hellmuth and Azrael, nice double team, but it's not going to do any good unless they go for a pin. You see Azrael now trying to work the leg of Tony Raze. Smart maneuver. If you want to keep this big man on the mat, you got to keep his legs incapacitated.
I do not. The ref is, I'm glad she's just stepping back and letting him go, because that's what this match needs.
Divine elimination cover. 2 count by Freddy Hellmuth.
A little bit of a disrespectful cover there. Even I know better than to do something like that with a veteran like Tony Raze.
Some call it disrespectful, some call it just making sure they have all their body weight on the shoulders, as Freddy Hellmuth now standing on the back of Tony Raze.
They're just taunting, continuing to taunt Jonathan Malice as they beat his partner to...
Jonathan Malice almost accepting the fact that there is nothing that he can do at this point. And Azrael just got knocked off the apron.
There's still a little fight left in Tony Raze.
Tony Raze fighting from his knees at this point. And you do not want to anger Tony Raze as you hear those chops. Looks like he's gonna get another one. You just hear and feel the thud here. Freddy Flores slipping on his way into the ring. Tony Raze is just taking out all of La Raza. It's practically 3-on-1 at this point. I don't think Tony cares about those odds.
I don't know. Tony is almost a tag team by himself.
It's Tony Raze now with divine intervention, meeting of the minds. Azrael falling into the front row. Man, this match is absolutely broken down.
Out of control, Lions, out of control.
Freddy Hellmuth running hip attack into the corner. Clearing La Raza off of the apron as he makes a tag to his partner, Azrael. Maybe they have a plan here, Primrose.
It looks like they're ready to finish Tony Raze off and take their titles and go home.
If they can only get those shoulders pinned to the mat. Remember, you still need to move Tony Raze. You can beat him up, but you still have to move him. It's not an easy task.
Definitely not.
Big old punch to the head by Tony. And Freddy Flores tagging himself in, taking advantage of this. Big boot to the face by Azrael on fighting Freddy Flores. Tornado DDT by Azrael. If he can go for a cover, this might be all. And a 2 count. Just barely got the shoulder up. And Azrael came very close to retaining those titles.
You know, the handcuffed Jonathan Malice makes me think, do you think the handcuffs are payback for him suspending Angel?
T-bone suplex.
Lord Atu.
And a figure 4 being applied by Azrael. A little bit of a different technique this time, but you still need to make sure you don't lay prone, because then that absolutely happens. Tony Raze comes in and just stomps on you. I think Tony Raze has had enough of these guys. And he's reaching for Heidi now. I think he's had enough of Heidi too. Get her out of here, says Tony. What's Jonathan Malice reaching over? And what's going on here? Joey the Bull. Joey the Bull got the key. Joey the Bull unlocking John Dello. And John is free. Jonathan Malice entering the ring. He is free thanks to Joey the Bull. shoulder by Jonathan Malice.
What does the broken-jawed former ring announcer of OCCW have
What a close
any reason
line.
getting involved in this match? Ridiculous.
Jonathan Malice taking it to Fighting Freddy Flores. Whip to the corner. Over the top rope goes Fighting Freddy Flores into the front row. Leaving only one half of La Raza left. Alexander Vega, big back elbow right to the throat by Jonathan Malice. And a a leg drop right across the same throat.
What is Tony Raze doing?
What
Oh
in
my
the
goodness!
world? I felt the ground shake all the way over here. Tony Raze off the top rope. Jonathan Malice, cover. Ladies and gentlemen, we have
Unbelievable.
new OCCW Tag Team Champions.
You know, Joey the Bull has a problem with La Raza. Now he has a problem with Divine Intervention.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. At Night of the Titan, we have new OCCW Tag Team Champions. Tony Raze, Jonathan Malice. And ladies and gentlemen, that was one hell of a match. Chaos all over the ring.
I can't believe Tony Raze came off the top to the outside of the ring.
I still can't believe Joey the Bull was able to announce the winners. Looks like we're gonna get some words from our new champions.
Joey the Bull's gonna have more than a broken jaw after Divine Intervention get done with him.
Your new OCCW
Once again, ladies and gentlemen,
champion.
your new OCCW Tag Team Champions, Tony Raze and Jonathan Malice.
Chaos around the ring. Divine Intervention still can't believe it.
It looks like Tony Raze and Jonathan Malice got themselves a new lapdog in Joey the Bull. He should change his name to Joey the Poodle.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your new tag team champions of OCCW. Divine Intervention holding those titles for several months. And the crowd letting them know exactly how they feel tonight. Let's get a word from our new dubbed tag team champions.
Tony Raze, Jonathan Malice, the brand new OCCW Tag Team Champions. I can't imagine, Jonathan Malice, I can't imagine what was going through your mind watching your partner get beat up while you were handcuffed over in the corner for a good 5-6 minutes.
Well, you know, usually you have to pay extra to Heidi to get handcuffed like that, but I want to thank my good friend and our old ring announcer, Joey the Bull. He helped me get that key from her. I'd still be handcuffed, I think, if it wasn't for him. Give it up for Joey the Bull.
So beating La Raza and Divine Intervention, how difficult was this match to prepare for?
Hey, the odds were stacked against us. Time and time again, these guys kept jumping out at us. It just so happened that the Lord Angel Eye 2 got suspended for his actions at the last show and isn't here. So that kind of evens the odds a little bit. So I couldn't wait to get this belt around my shoulder.
Any final words?
Yeah, I want to thank everyone who came out here tonight. Orange County Championship Wrestling. We haven't canceled the show yet, And if everything goes as it's been going, we won't need to. I want to thank all our fans who's been with us from the very, very beginning up till now. This is just the beginning. Tag team titles, big time TV. Pretty soon, I don't know where we'll be, but we'll be on.
SoCal, baby. We're taking over SoCal.
Ladies and gentlemen, your new OCCW Tag Team
quite
Champions,
obvious.
Tony
Jonathan
Raze
Malice
and
is
Jonathan
overwhelmed with
Malice.
excitement with his tag team title win.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is OCCW. This is Night of the Titan. We have new tag team champions. We will be right back after this. We have your semi-main event and main event coming right up.
I would like to announce right now that Orange County Championship Wrestling will be back right here at the American Legion Hall 716 on October 14th for OCCW Retribution. So come out October 14th and see all your favorite OCCW superstars.
Follow OCCW on social
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, before you leave tonight, go back and check out the merchandise table. There are a lot of great things still back there. There's OCCW shirts. There's everyone has stuff back there. FunnyBone, Mikey O'Shea. Check out the merchandise table before you leave tonight. And now are you ready for more wrestling action?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to OCCW
Ladies and
Attack
gentlemen,
of
this
the
match
Titan.
is scheduled for one fall. Coming down to the ring first, he is the father of filth, the original nightmare, your Demon King. He is FunnyBone.
Lions, I've been looking forward to this one all night.
It is our semi-main event.
I have not had the pleasure of seeing Funny.
A little bit of technical difficulties here. Apologize about that to everybody at home. Primrose is just about to say how he's been looking forward to seeing this gentleman, FunnyBone.
I'm telling you, I've never seen him live. I've heard good things, and
FunnyBone is a lunatic, but he has proven himself in all sorts of other pro wrestling organizations throughout the country, such as Vendetta Pro Wrestling and Freak Show Pro Wrestling. And he's making his OCCW debut tonight. FunnyBone!
you know, a lot of people think that that's makeup. It's actually his exposed skull. Did you know that?
Absolutely, we are seeing a half-man, half-skeleton in the ring tonight. FunnyBone, also find him on social media at @IamFunnyBone. Getting ready tonight for his match against SoCal local Vintage Dragon. This is going to be one absolutely outstanding semi-main event
You
at
might-
OCCW.
You might find this a bit surprising, but I got to tell you, Vintage Dragon's actually one of my favorite competitors in Southern California, and I'm looking forward to this matchup just for that reason. He's a decorated champion. He's held championships all over the place, including Vendetta Pro Wrestling, just as FunnyBone has. And I'll tell you, this should be a very interesting matchup.
FunnyBone has a way of intimidating his opponents, intimidating the referees. This will be an outstanding matchup.
His opponent, he is the Sultan of Sarcasm, the deliverer of one-liners, the double-edged sword, the destroyer of men, the breaker of champions, the last dragon, the bee's knees out of 9, everyone's favorite luchador, the one and the only Vintage Dragon!
And that's an introduction if I've ever heard one. Vintage Dragon making his way to the ring. I see a big smile across your face, Primrose.
I gotta
Looks like
say,
another one you've been looking forward to.
I'm telling you, you know, You know where my allegiance typically lie. I'm not much for the fan favorites, but Vintage Dragon is a phenomenal athlete, and I'll tell you, Vintage Dragon almost makes me want to get back out there and stand next to that ring and manage, because if he would accept me as his manager, I would do it in a heartbeat.
I know that you have managed some of the best here in SoCal Primrose, and absolutely Vintage Dragon, someone I've personally trained with, someone I've seen just dominating the SoCal wrestling scene in various promotions. He also has a very unique look. One of the few high flyers that will come to the ring. You'll see some very interesting ring attire used to get into the minds of his opponents, as you see FunnyBone getting into the minds of the fans at ringside. And there is Vintage Dragon making his way to the ring, wearing his Vintage Dragon mask. What can you tell me about this mask, Primrose?
Vintage Dragon is definitely a man of many styles, including the lucha style, and it's his tribute to the luchadors by wearing the mask to the ring.
Although he removes it himself before actually having the match. But that's Vintage Dragon, about to go off into his match with FunnyBone. Again, this is a specialty matchup tonight at OCCW. And everybody at home on LoSal TV, brace yourselves. This is going to be one heck of a fight.
You got two very decorated veterans of the ring in there. Both of them have held championships in many, many different organizations up and down the California coast and beyond. So you're in for a treat.
Absolutely. Vintage Dragon, FunnyBone, OCCW, Night of the Titan. And this match has begun. Again, this is our semi-main event of the night. Have the World Heavyweight Championship match coming up next. As we see Vintage Dragon getting this crowd behind him. FunnyBone looking to feel out the circumstances. Duck under by FunnyBone, and just mocking Vintage Dragon, mocking how he gets the fans into his corner. Again, what type of strategy would you use against someone the likes of FunnyBone, Primrose?
I gotta say, if Vintage Dragon was under my tutelage, I would tell him to play on the defensive against a guy like FunnyBone. You gotta feel him out, because you never know what you're gonna get out of him, because he is definitely unorthodox and unpredictable.
FunnyBone, absolutely a vicious competitor. Want to look out for the strikes, forearms, knees, kicks of FunnyBone. Also does a very wicked double stomp. We might be seeing that tonight as we see a side headlock by FunnyBone on Vintage Dragon. Off the ropes goes FunnyBone. Down goes Vintage Dragon. Shoulder tackle by FunnyBone. Block of the hip toss. FunnyBone throwing Vintage Dragon, and a head scissors applied by Vintage Dragon. Very well done, and a running knee to the corner. Vintage Dragon, the opening portion of this matchup, is on fire.
Beautiful.
Standing headstand kick to the corner, goes for the cover. That is a quick early 2 count for Vintage Dragon. FunnyBone blocking the elbow to the back, as FunnyBone now with forearms to the head. Kick to the gut, caught by Vintage Dragon. Trip. Standing moonsault, springboard moonsault off the second rope cover.
I thought we just saw a quick match, and something that I thought was going to be a knockdown drag out.
Eye rake to the face by FunnyBone.
Taking some shortcuts there. You know what that would be expected from FunnyBone.
FunnyBone catching the whip. Up and over goes Vintage Dragon. Vintage Dragon getting a forearm to the face and a wicked stomp. Holding on. And there it is. There's that double stomp to the outside we were talking about. As FunnyBone now is easily in control of this matchup.
That was vicious. About as vicious as I've ever seen it.
And the sound of that chop just woke up everyone here at Los Alamitos post 7-16.
I'll tell you what, that chop made me think of.
Vintage Dragon shooting back now. Shots of going for a suplex to the outside. Is this reversed by FunnyBone? FunnyBone with a kick to the gut. And there's a suplex on the outside. You can feel it underneath your feet here.
They both want it so bad, and they're laying their bodies on the line.
FunnyBone now just basking in the glory of that sickening suplex to the outside.
The veteran rolling in and stopping the count. He's looking to punish Vintage Dragon.
Vintage Dragon absolutely worse for wear. Cover by FunnyBone. This could be over. And a 2 count by FunnyBone on Vintage Dragon here. And
vicious
soccer kick to the back. As I said, FunnyBone does not hold back on any of those strikes.
Again, his unorthodox style means it can come from anywhere at any time. And that's what makes him so difficult to defend against.
As Vintage Dragon now tied up into the ropes. FunnyBone attacking Vintage Dragon here, using every part of the ring that he can, conserving a little bit of energy, but Vintage is fighting him. Forearms to the face, blocked by Vintage Dragon. Shots to FunnyBone by Vintage. This is back and forth matchup. As a knee to the stomach combo and a punch to the face lays him out. FunnyBone gets a 2 count. And so far, back and forth matchup. FunnyBone trying to choke the life, the breath out of his opponent right now. Vintage Dragon now in a camel clutch type maneuver, working the small of the back is FunnyBone. Again, this is OCCW Night of the Titan. This is your semi-main event. FunnyBone versus Vintage Dragon. Vintage Dragon coming back now. Kicks, knees, kicks and knees to FunnyBone. Off the ropes. And the top of that skull meeting the chin of Vintage Dragon, getting a 2 count.
My goodness, as soon as Vintage Dragon seems to be getting the upper hand, FunnyBone turns it around on him. Just amazing ring awareness by FunnyBone.
FunnyBone tying Vintage Dragon up into a knot here. Somewhat of a seated abdominal stretch. And driving that that elbow in between the ribs of Vintage Dragon. Could see a submission tonight. Cover the roll up by FunnyBone, trying to end this. Still way too much fight left in Vintage Dragon.
Absolutely. Vintage Dragon isn't going to go down too easy.
Abdominal stretch definitely made it hard to breathe. And you can see the sweat, the perspiration coming off of the chest of Vintage Dragon with that chop. Whip to the corner is Vintage Dragon. Vintage Dragon with a boot up to the face of FunnyBone. One more boot to the face. FunnyBone now getting clothesline in the middle of the ring, and Vintage Dragon is fired up. 2 clotheslines. FunnyBone cutting him off though. Whipping Vintage Dragon to the ropes.
Beautiful! Oh my!
Vintage Dragon with him on the top and a driver down
Could
to the
be
mat.
over.
Only a 2 count comes FunnyBone, and this match has turned around.
FunnyBone is suddenly in trouble.
All it takes is one move to turn a match around. FunnyBone. Vintage Dragon leaving it all in the ring tonight here at OCCW's Night of the Titan. Enziguri kick does Vintage Dragon. FunnyBone dazed into the corner. Meeting Vintage Dragon with a knee. And both men down in the middle of the ring. Referee beginning the double count. This crowd here on the edge of its seat. OCCW's Night of the FunnyBone versus Vintage Dragon, your semi-main event. Strikes back and forth in the middle of the ring. FunnyBone with the Muay Thai knees. And could this be it? Looks like he's about to set him up. Vintage Dragon off the ropes. What a flipping DDT. All he needs to do is get him into the center of the ring, does Vintage Dragon.
Oh my.
And
So close.
that was very, very close. 2 3/4.
Gotta say, the people at home are witnessing one of the...
And Vintage Dragon nips up. He is fired up. Looks like he's trying to go to the top rope for it. His patented splash. FunnyBone meeting him, crotching him onto the top turnbuckle. Not a place you want to be right now if you are Vintage Dragon. FunnyBone now setting up Vintage Dragon. What could this be? Could this be his finish? Pushing off FunnyBone. FunnyBone off the ropes. Catches Vintage Dragon. And there is their Death Valley driver. This looks like it's going to be... Oh! A 2 count only is Vintage Dragon.
My goodness.
FunnyBone does not know how he can put away Vintage Dragon at this point. That Death Valley driver usually signals the end for all of FunnyBone's opponents. Definitely see the toll it has taken on Vintage Dragon. But this match far from over as both men in the middle of the ring just slugging it out. FunnyBone getting the upper hand of those forearms. Vintage Dragon meeting FunnyBone at the ropes. FunnyBone meeting Vintage Dragon at the ropes. A clash of the forearms right now. Forearm to the face of FunnyBone. And FunnyBone using Vintage Dragon's momentum, pushing him onto the outside of the ring. And wait, he catches his dive into a suplex to the corner of the side of the ring. Vintage Dragon now realizing this could be his only opportunity to put away FunnyBone. Vintage Dragon going all the way up top. Swanton bomb by Vintage Dragon to FunnyBone. Could this be it? No, 2 count only. This is referee Andrew. This so far, ladies and gentlemen, has just been one fight that you wouldn't be able to believe it if you weren't here. FunnyBone, Vintage Dragon, leaving it all here in the ring at OCCW. Setting FunnyBone to the top rope is Vintage Dragon. Shot for good measure, and another one. What could he be setting up? Vintage Dragon, FunnyBone in a precarious position right now. What could this be? There are 3 steps to these turnbuckles. could they be going all the way to the high rent district? FunnyBone with a headbutt, knocking down Vintage Dragon. FunnyBone going to the top rope. This is the double stomp. This is the double stomp. Vintage Dragon with a boot to the face. Going for the DDT again. FunnyBone catches it. What strength by FunnyBone. Oh! And this could be it.
Oh,
Ladies
my
and gentlemen,
goodness.
FunnyBone is your winner of the match tonight.
Everybody that just saw this, what a treat. One of the best matches I've seen in a very long time, Lions.
As FunnyBone picks up the win here at OCCW's Night of the Titan. This is the action you can expect from OCCW. FunnyBone is your winner.
I gotta say that I feel like the winner of this match should be in line for an OCCW title match.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are not done yet. We still have your main event coming up. Rudy Rodgers and Othello here at OCCW's Night of the Titan. Stay tuned. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to OCCW's Night of the Titan. What a show we've had here tonight. So far, we have seen a crowning of new OCCW Tag Team Champions. We have seen a Match of the Year contender in FunnyBone versus Vintage Dragon. And we still have one more match, the main event of OCCW's Night of the Titan. We are about to head down to the ring. Make sure to follow OCCW on all social media, Facebook, and our new Twitter account at OCCW_.
That's it?
That's it. As we prepare for our main event, Primrose, what have you thought of the show so far?
I'm exhausted. There's one more match. I'm ready to take a nap.
Well, I don't think our OCCW superstars are going to allow anybody to be taking a nap tonight.
My goodness.
It is now time for OCCW's Night of the Titans main event.
Here we go.
This match is for the OCCW Championship, scheduled for one fall. Coming to the ring first will be the challenger from West LA, standing at 7 foot tall and weighing 305 pounds, the LA Assassin, Othello.
And we are about to experience the entrance of a monster, a true titan, a man that turns everybody's head when he walks into a room, and he's about to turn a head and twist it right off.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Tonight at OCCW's Night of the Titan.
I'm almost positive that there isn't going to be a pinfall in this match. He's just going to pick Rudy up and eat him like a corn dog.
This is Othello, ladies and gentlemen.
If OCCW was Skull Island, here's your Kong. He's going to destroy him.
This monster Othello wrestled all over the world. And if you can believe it or not, this is the challenger tonight. Othello is the challenger. Our champion Rudy Rodgers has his work cut out for him tonight.
That's an understatement of all understatements, Lion. Rudy Rodgers should just come in, hand him the title, and leave.
See, some of Los Al TV's cameramen
And his opponent,
cannot even
standing
believe
at
it.
5 feet tall, weighing in at 110 pounds, from El Paso, Texas, your OCCW champion, Rudy Rodgers.
And listen to the crowd, Michael Primrose. Listen to everybody go wild, go crazy for their champion, the OCCW champion.
All they're doing is encouraging him to his own slaughter. That's all they're doing. They're encouraging this kid to jump in the ring with a monster to be just destroyed.
The All-American, Rudy Rodgers. The champion of OCCW, not backing down from any challenges. And as you saw on the OCCW Facebook accounts and Rudy Rodgers' Facebook account, did a little bit of training at the OCCW school this week.
Yeah, that wasn't the wisest decision. Let me see. I'm going to get some training. I'm going to go ask Mikey O'Shea to help me because, he beat Othello. Oh, wait, no, he didn't. He got his butt kicked by Othello.
As much as I sometimes hate it, you might have a point there, Primrose, as Rudy Rodgers definitely has an uphill battle. Or actually more of a uphill mountain to climb. As we throw it to the ring for the official beginning of this championship match.
Rudy's down here at sea level, and he's trying to get to Everest.
Titan main event, a one-fall match for the OCCW Championship. The challenger, introducing first the challenger in the corner to my left, standing at 7 feet tall, weighing in at 305 pounds, from West Los Angeles, California, the LA Assassin. This is Othello! And in the
What the
corner to
Vegas
my
odds
right,
makers have made this?
Pete Current,
It's ridiculous.
reigning
It's worse than
and
McGregor
defending
versus Mayweather.
OCCW
If you
champion,
bet on Othello,
standing
you
at
still can't
5
win. That's how
feet,
bad the odds are.
1 inches, weighing in at 110 pounds, hailing from El Paso, Texas, Rudy Rodgers.
Rudy Rodgers is going to need all the help from the fans that he can get. Unfortunately,
Wait, are the fans going to get in the ring and help him fight him?
Unfortunately, as I was about to say, a wise man once said, the fans cannot fight for you. And that man is 50-0. As we are about to see our main event, ladies and gentlemen, just look at the size differential here. Just the visual.
They're going nose to navel.
Rudy Rodgers and Othello. Rudy's never backing down from anything. You just see Othello's hand literally palm the skull, and Rudy going for the move that he practiced in training.
Yeah, and then he put it on social media for Othello to see it. Huh.
You got a point there, Mike Primrose, that a true ninja, true warrior does not let their enemy know what they're planning to do. See, Rudy again, maybe his confidence a little too high from that training session. Unfortunately, it seems that maybe that's all he prepared to do.
He should have just prepared to lay down in 1, 2, 3.
As you can see here, Rudy he has a plan and he's sticking to it. Unfortunately, we all have a plan until we're being launched across the ring. Oh, and a right hand by Rudy Rodgers.
He just swatted him away like a little bug. You got 5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing versus 8 foot giant to
Rudy Rodgers attempting a cross body. And Othello catching Rudy midair. Oh!
I'm pretty sure he hit the roof. I'm pretty sure he hit the ceiling. He hit the ceiling. He had to have hit the ceiling.
He was easily 6 feet up in the air, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not here to witness this, you do not know what you're missing. Othello is not even breaking a sweat. So, Michael Primrose, your thoughts on what we're looking at right now?
You know, it's lucky that it's a sanctioned, contract-signed wrestling match, because otherwise it would just be what we probably, in the law would call murder.
Rudy Rodgers absolutely just being manhandled right now. And that size 15E boot across the face of Rudy. Now, that's probably the only thing these two have in common is the size of their boots. That's pretty much where the similarities end. As Othello and Rudy Rodgers now, no way. Rudy just launched the entire length of the ring by Othello.
He's just toying with him. He could end this at any time, but he wants to give the fans their money's worth.
Every set of eyes in this arena right now are glued to the ring. We have not seen anything like this in OCCW.
We've only ever seen this, only ever heard of something like this once. It was called David versus Goliath. We know how that turned out, but I don't think Rudy Rodgers has a slingshot.
Well, Primrose, go ahead, call it.
Over, 1, 2, 3.
Short arm clothesline by Othello to Rudy Rodgers.
There was nothing short about that clothesline. Rudy probably was just going, when is it going to be over?
Seriously. A lot of the time, a short arm clothesline is nice and quick. Must have been like driving on the 5 freeway for Rudy Rodgers. And crashing at the end as a headbutt right to the bridge of the nose.
Look at Othello's trying to get the fans behind him. He wants a better match.
Othello now just toying with Rudy Rodgers. And the slam that Rudy just endured.
I'm pretty sure he tried to just put him right through the ring.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're broadcast professionals. We're here to call a wrestling match, but when you see this a human body being treated this way, snapmare, at least we see one wrestling hold as we see the nerve hold applied.
Now he's just looking to embarrass him and make him tap out and give up.
Othello, just, when you have that nerve hold applied, you are literally pinching two nerves together. When they touch, that shoots shockwaves down the body. And Othello's boot just leaving an imprint right on the chest of Rudy Rodgers. Primrose.
Yes, Lions.
OCCW Champion Othello. Your thoughts?
He'll be champion until he decides to just hand it over and be like, I'm done.
Othello whipping Rudy to the corner now. Othello going again, full head of steam. And Rudy using his speed to get out of the way. Othello taking that edge of the corner post right to the shoulder. And like I said, those are not rounded posts. That is a square. That is a corner. That is an edge. And right now of the upper edge is Rudy Rodgers. Now it's known that Othello has one chink in his armor, and that's the shoulder.
That arm and shoulder.
Shot, drop kick to the shoulder by Rudy Rodgers.
On the left side is gone. A couple years ago, was surgically rebuilt.
And Rudy Rodgers has found the soft spot. Cover. At least he thinks he's found the soft spot on Othello.
The problem is if he lets Othello get back to a vertical base, it'll be all over.
And Rudy's going for his finishing hold. Othello, though, another one of those things that Othello's just got the upper hand with. That size, he can just easily reach over to a rope, break a hold. He's gonna think about it for a little bit.
Just got to get that circulation going back, get the blood flowing and back to that arm, and he'll be fine.
Look at the welts on the back of Rudy Rodgers. And this, you can also see, if you have high definition, which most of you do, you can see a nice big red handprint right on Rudy's chest. And a kick right to the eye socket. I don't know how Rudy's going to be able to get around this. Oh. It's our job to be unbiased here. At least it's my job to be unbiased. But,
hey, I'm unbiased. I just tell it like it is.
But Othello almost punted poor Rudy right into the third row.
Slap like two more feet and about 200 pounds on Rudy, and he's in this thing.
This crowd has been just sucked into this match as Othello whips Rudy to the corner. Othello a little bit more confident as Rudy ducks out of the way. Othello goes knee first in the corner.
Are you sure Rudy ducked or just, I think he just collapsed. Might have been a little bit of luck because, that's what Rudy's done.
And Rudy just took down the big man with a chop block. Rudy again with a shoulder tackle right to the shin of Othello. What are we seeing here? Rudy is coming back. Rudy fighting with everything he's got. Othello over the top.
Look at Rudy's been riding luck for months now. It's gonna run out. It's gonna run out. He's gotten a little bit of luck here, but it's gonna eventually run out because look at
the main event.
Othello just keeps coming.
This is our main event at Night of the Titan. Rudy Rodgers, the champion, versus Othello. It is a sellout at the curtain. All the boys, everyone in OCCW wants to keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on Rudy. Rudy's gonna fly. Shoulder tackle to Othello to the outside. But what happened to Rudy? Looks like Rudy might have gone face first into one of the chairs at ringside. Referee Danielle administering the count to both of these athletes. Looks like Rudy would be okay with a count-out victory.
He's gonna, at this point, you gotta take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, all eyes of the OCCW locker room on this matchup. And OCCW brass.
And Othello just makes it under the count.
Keeping a close eye on this as both men make it back into the ring. Othello being kicked into the knees. This tall sequoia tree just getting chopped down as Rudy going for the Rudy lock. He's got it in. The Rudy lock is locked in. Will he make Othello tap?
There's no way.
Othello already almost at the ropes. Just a few more inches with his shoes. Rudy's almost got him.
And he's on the ropes. He's on the ropes, Lion.
Othello making it to the ropes. I don't think Rudy knows what else he can do at this point.
There's just not enough man. He's just not enough man. There's just not enough of him.
Rudy Rodgers now with the most offense we've seen in, oh!
It's over.
That move is called the Sky High, and very aptly named when Othello just drives Rudy into the mat. How Rudy was able to kick out of that, I have no idea. Othello limping, now about to show signs of desperation because not even he knows what he needs to do to put away Rudy Rodgers.
I'm telling you, just put him on a stick and eat him.
That might be the one thing Othello has not done to Rudy. Rudy fighting back though. He's a fighting champion, is Rudy Rodgers. Kick to Othello. Rudy perched atop the ropes. What is this? He's going for a pedigree off the top rope. Can he steamroll him over? Cover.
Holy smokes, I can't believe it.
I gotta tell you, that would have been the biggest upset in OCCW history. Rudy Rodgers would have cemented his name in the SoCal Wrestling Hall of Fame with that finish. However, it looks like Rudy going to the top rope. Beaten, battered, bruised. Could he be going for that?
Did you see that? Did you see that? The monster just kipped up. Oh my.
And a choke slam.
We have a new champion.
It's over. What?
I don't even know what to say. This is unbelievable.
Othello learning just how big of a heart Rudy Rodgers has.
Well, that big heart's a big target for that heart punch.
Absolutely. Othello looks like he's about to have his eyes set on that heart as Rudy kicking out, doing everything he can. Wait, what's this? Rudy's grabbed onto that bad arm, that bad shoulder of Othello. What is he trying to do here? He's trying to hyperextend the elbow.
He's got it very well locked in, but what about those shoulders, ref? Oh. Oh! He's dead. He's dead. Just call the paramedics.
Just go for the pin, Othello. Just do us all a favor. Rudy, I really think you should just stay down, Rudy.
Look at the handprint.
Look at, jeez.
It's as big, his hand is as big as Rudy's whole body.
There is not one person here that did not just absolutely think that was the end. Rudy Rodgers on the apron. Othello could be looking to finish him off.
The heart punch.
The heart punch.
The heart punch. It's over.
The heart punch delivered to Rudy Rodgers. That huge heart of Rudy just could have had a huge hole. The shape of Othello's fist go right through it. The crowd's trying to get Rudy back into this. Referee Danielle, up to 9. And it's a count out. Rudy Rodgers has been counted out.
Oh no, this is not a... Othello gets the win, but he can't win the title on a count out. Othello is not happy with Danielle's decision to continue the count after he reached out and tried to drag him in.
Othello delivering the heart punch to Rudy Rodgers as Rudy Rodgers was perched upon the apron.
I don't think Othello's done yet.
Unfortunately, you cannot win a match on the outside.
Othello's definitely not done.
You cannot win a championship by count out.
What's he going to do here? What's Othello going to do here?
Othello
a choke slam from the outside.
Rudy.
Oh my! From the outside of the ring.
Into
he
the
just
ring.
Broke him in half.
And here comes Tony Raze, Jonathan Malice to make the save, the OCCW Tag Team Champions.
Have you ever seen that before, Lions? He chokeslammed him from the outside of the ring.
I've never seen Rudy Rodgers in the predicament he's in.
Well, Othello won the battle, but the war is far from over.
You know, this won't be the last time these two go at it, as Rudy Rodgers.
Well, Othello walks away with the win. No title, but he walks away with a win, which there's no way that Jonathan Malice can't re-sign this match for another.
Forget the title. Rudy Rodgers was able to walk away with his life.
Rudy Rodgers!
That doesn't look like a champion to me, Lions.
So once again, Rudy Rodgers retaining the title, albeit from interesting circumstances, as the OCCW Tag Team Champions, helping the OCCW champion up. And wow, is all I can say. Let's see if we can get a word.
I don't know if the only word they're going to get is hospital or internal bleeding.
Primrose.
Hey, I'm just telling it like it is.
Looks like they are calling for a little bit of help here for Rudy Rodgers. Ladies and gentlemen, we never like to see one of our superstars injured. But the crowd loves Rudy Rodgers, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, all of us here at OCCW would like to thank you for joining us.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd love to thank you for coming
Night
out
of the
to
Titan
OCC
here from Los
Night
Alamitos
of the
Post
Titan. And a reminder,
716
OCCW will be back here at the
for
American Legion Post
Michael
716
Primrose.
Los Alamitos
This
on
is Chris
October
Lyons.
14th for Retribution.
And we will see you next
Check
time.
us out online on Facebook and Twitter for more
OCCW
updates. Have a good night, everybody, and
Television.
please
Make
drive
sure to
home
follow
safely.
us. OCCW on Facebook, OCCW on YouTube, and at OCCW_.
That's it.
That's it on Twitter. Good night, everybody.
Good night.